suit him. So, guess moving into this game, it's going to be probably very tightly contested. Hasn't seemed to be in
crowd. Thanks for that, mate.
Thanks for that, buddy. DarkSided, though.
They're focusing up. They're ready to go. This is it. This gets them further into this LAN.
You got to be confident after that last game.
Of course. I mean, Texter especially, like, he's got to be feeling it.
His aim was
36 and, I don't know, 17, something like that.
Yeah, something ridiculous like that. It's just, as far as that's the sort of map, you know, if you put him in a game against a bunch of DMGs or something like that, like he'd go off and just smash it. But
well, we put him in against a bunch of like higher than DMGs, really.
Yeah, you put him against probably a bunch of globals and supremes, and then.
Well, I mean, I'm friends with Gradon's team, and I'm pretty sure he's a global.
Yeah.
I don't know about the rest of them. No, that's entirely irrelevant. It's all about, you know, the actual players. Now they play as a team, not how they are in stupid matchmaking. But knife round here, as we said, this is knifing for sides. So whichever team wins the knife round will be able to pick which side they want to start on, and probably whoever wins it will go for that CT start. Knife rounds are weird. They're a mix between how well can you stab people and how well can you mind game the enemy team, because there's always this sort of moving back and forth. No one wants to make the first contact, but watch. As soon as someone gets stabbed, everyone will dive in. Yeah. Every time. Everyone's just going to dive like, no, I don't want to commit, no, I don't want to commit. And then eventually someone will be like, no, stuff it, let's go. And then there you go. It's on. Everyone's in.
Yeah, and it's in.
Straight away. And that is not going well for DarkSided. All right, so Grayhound will win the knife round. Happy about it. Grayhound will win the knife round, be able to pick what side they want to start on. So I'll be very surprised if they switch to T side. Should stay where they were. Get that CT side, start rolling into this one, pick up as many rounds as they possibly can. Move on to their T side and close it out, if at all possible. Now, we did see earlier today a DarkSided that were confident enough on a map to pick a T side start. Not that it went well for them, but it did. For Cobble, at least they thought they had something lined up. For Nuke,
they had the confidence to go for it, but yeah, it just didn't work out.
For Nuke, I'll be curious to see what they do, because there's a few strats that we see quite a lot of in the Oceanic region. Like, it's not quite a default, but one that I see very, very often on Nuke T sides is the good old double smoke wall to outers to run secret.
Yeah.
And even if a lot of teams use it differently, but pretty much everyone does that. Like, I know Legacy, for example, will use it to chuck one player down there and have him move slowly as part of a slow take onto unders or something. Or you'll have teams which throw those two smokes and send 5 players down there and just do a rapid take of the lower side, or you try and get a guy into vents through that way. But a lot of teams will do those smokes, so like the outer wall smokes. So DarkSided might do something like that, or go for a quick inner take, or actually, here's the thing. Prackham has Julies. Quick context, I've seen him on Cache sit in a corner on B side, get an ace with Julies, next round buy an M4, get another ace. First back-to-back I've ever seen. You know what they're going to do, what Grayhound are going to do on T side, Moe's going to buy a sword off, throw a smoke outside, a nade to pop the door for Squeaky, a smoke in front of the vent, he's going to drop into the vent with his sword off and wait the entire round there until he kills someone.
I like it. That's a good strat.
Look out for that. It's not even so much a strat, just what Moe does in this map.
But what Moe does.
He's going to be starting on CT side, firstly, the rest of his team. Urkas has a smoke and a kit. Prackham has the classic Julies and the smoke. That's not even a joke buy as well. He's incredibly lethal with those things.
It's just ridiculous. You don't see pretty much anyone else doing it.
No, it's just a Prackham thing. One of the reasons I remembered his name and knew who he was when he joined Grayhound, I was like, oh, it's the Julies kid. The Julies guy. He knows.
He knows things. I'll say, hasn't been a kill just yet, but the T's definitely do have some good position here in ramp. Whether they want to wrap around and go through option to heaven or something like that, and drop onto that A site, maybe contest Moe, or they want to drop into the lower B tunnels. But it looks like they're actually going to go back into main here. Stacey just being ever so cheeky down in hell, tagging the foot of Moe. Brack going to be taking out Flicks, and it's going to be a bit of a trade back and forth here. Prackham taking out 2, finding Texter and Badger.
Let's go,
and
Prackham.
Potentially going to be finding his third, but no, Sync
sure
with a great headshot to finish him off. I don't know if Sync realizes that player is still in heaven there. Stacey contesting him. These rafters on this side, very deadly. Good stuff by him, going to be cleaning up Moe. Should be able to get the bomb down side. Yep. Sync getting that bomb planted just now. Aircast and Burn wants to be contesting this one.
Good setup from, great setup from Grayhound. Burn grabs both. We'll jump on the diffuser of that bomb nice and easily as well. Urkas had a kit, but Burn isn't giving him nothing. Sorry, mate. I don't care if you got a kit. I'm going to defuse this damn bomb. I got the kills. I want the MVP.
He wants the stats.
So as we all know, MVP stars are the only thing that really matter in this game.
100%. Well, I mean, depending on how many you get, you could Get yourself a nice motherboard there.
If we give up, if we end up giving out that motherboard based on MVP stars, I'm going to be really sad. I'm going to be really sad.
That would be the best way to ever do that.
I think Texter would win on that overpass alone.
Just from that game, straight away.
I don't want to do it. I don't want to be part of a system that gives away things based on Valve MVP stars. That ain't no fun. Either way, though, it's the pistols out for the DarkSided guys. Did get that bomb down in the first round, so not much of an investment here. They'll buy AKs in the third. Here's the MP7 we were talking about. You said no one buys. Here's Moe buying it.
All right, I stand corrected for this guy. All right.
No one buys the MP7 except Moe. Moe buys the MP7. Dick Stacy is all the way fast down secret. He fights with Grat. Grat's gonna get a flashbang out to cover himself though. Try and force Dick Stacy back. He's done a little bit of damage. Not enough. Still enough to slow him down just a little bit. Badge though, he's in through heaven. He's taking down Prackham. This is how these rounds fall apart. This is the way, by letting the T's have a lot of access.
Especially letting DarkSided have access to a lot of areas around the map.
Oh, exactly. Letting them be able to flank you, letting them be able to go for a run, and there we go. There's a bench drop that somehow Flix doesn't win, but Dick Stacy will pick it up. Burn has an M4, so he can do a lot of work with that one. He's going to need to. As Dick Stacy is walking up ramp. The timing is going to be so close. Texas is about to be coming out. He gets dinged. Oh, Burn's done. That's unfortunate. And there's Dick Stacy. You can only find one. Moe can and should grab that M4. There we go. He's got it now. He's got 2 kills left. He's got 2 kills already. 2 to get. 10 HP to work with. No smoke, no kit, no flash.
Moe's apparently got 3 this round.
The skulls are glitched.
Skulls glitched now.
So those are Dick Stacy's kills. Look at the scoreboard, not the skulls, because occasionally they just stick with the player when you switch. It's just a it's just a Valve thing. Yeah. He's got 2, I promise. The 3 are Dick Stacy's, which is always fun. You just learn to never look at that and always look at the actual stats on the side of the screen, because who knows if anything is right ever.
Welcome to Counter-Strike, ladies and gentlemen.
And nothing makes sense. It's like whose lines anyway. Everything's made up and the points don't matter.
DarkSided claiming that eco round though, so a good start for them. Claim this back. Now they can buy up all those AKs and UMP on sync. Might try and save up as much cash as they can. Maybe try and get an AWP on Badger later on to test out as potentially.
Yeah, he's already got enough for an AWP and armor if he wants it, so just be saving to give Badger a drop. And also, you know, the fact that they'll know this is a pistol round, with the exception of Moe, who held on to a rifle. Apart from that, they should know it's just going to be pistols, and therefore that SMG can run around, get a bit of extra bonus money. And I suppose it's still adding to the bank account, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's less expenditure up front, and it's less later on when they need it.
Good flash to force Urcast back for a second there. A little bit more repositioning out of these T's.
Oh my goodness, he could have found it. That grenade is not going to go the right way to find Texter, which is unfortunate. That would have been the way to do it, but Dick Stacy's going to open up onto Moe, and that is the M4 gone. That is the only gun that had been saved by the Grayhound guys, and it's gone. It's been tapped out. Gratz managed to recover it and a kit, but he's got no armor. He needs to throw that thing over to Urcast or Burn, ideally, who do have the armor to back it up.
Definitely.
But that's easier said than done.
Especially given where he is right now.
Yeah, Burn's going on for a walk by himself. He might actually find no, won't find Texter. Don't know why I started saying he might find Texter, because nobody kills Texter, apparently.
Texter is...
Texter.
Just Texter. Just Texter things. You have just gratisfaction things, and you have just Texter things.
We're not going to do any more of those. I'll just make that decision. We're not going to do any more of those.
Oh, no? Okay. We can stop.
Okay. Well, we can't spam. Oh my goodness, Dick Stacy is so lucky to be alive right there. Nearly got spammed down. Texter and Flix will combine for 1 frag though. There's Grat with that stolen, well, not even stolen, retrieved M4, getting himself 1 more, but that is unfortunate for Urquhart. Dick Stacy's so low. Grat must know how low these players are. This is a winnable one, but he'd have to be absolutely clinical and perfect. With no armor, he has a kit, he has time, but with no armor, he could not miss a single step, and he still have 1 full HP player to deal with. So, the safer bet is falling back, saving this M4, trying to be able to use it in the later round when Grayhound have a little bit more money behind it to use.
DarkSided taking their second round so far. Texter just running into the sights of gratisfaction, saving there. A good start for them. DarkSided 6k on Dick Stacey after just buying a few grenades still. So plenty of money to kind of toss around. So even if they lose this one, still a little bit of money to play with. Still maybe force a couple of SMGs, maybe mostly AKs. So good stuff by them. Grayhound forced onto another eco with Grat. Checking on that M4 once again. So.
Second round in a row that M4 has come through. First round it was purchased by Burn and saved by Moe. Then Moe died and it's been saved by Grat. And now it's dead, so someone else gets to save it. How long will we keep the magical M4? The save M4?
That M4 has seen some stuff.
Well, it's quite appropriate considering it's an M4 flashback.
Exactly. I reckon I'm finding a beautiful headshot on Dick Stacey.
He's got more to do though, he's the only one with that rifle.
Plenty of work to do, that is for sure. Going to be falling back and just going to this heaven position to see if you can see the crossing T's. Badger's already passed though. Flashing Moe in. He wants that Zeus so badly. Oh, bless him.
He's going to play here now. This is his spot. He goes in, clears it out, no one's immediately close. Alright, this is the dream, this is the spot, this is me. This is how I live my life now, guys. My name's Moe and I'll sit here, I'm going to get a Zeus kill.
Hello, this is Moe.
I thought you were going for like an AA sort of deal. Or like, my name is Moe and I like to get Zeus kills. Hi, Moe.
Hi, Moe. I was actually probably going to go more with like the hello world, this is me.
No, I was going for a Zeus Anonymous sort of deal.
Hello world, this is Moe.
I'm tired.
We are.
Texted with the kill under Brackham. That's the M4 gone once again. I don't think anyone's going to be able to save it this time. Burn would need some particularly ninja moves to be able to grab it, and it's not going to happen. Sink and Badge will get the last 2 kills. And DarkSided off to a bit of a hot start on Nuke.
They definitely are. I mean, obviously Grayhound have been forced onto a couple of ecos here, but not able to really answer back for anything DarkSided is throwing at them, at least in these early stages of the game. But now Grayhound, this will be the test for them. If they can break DarkSided again, put themselves in a good stead moving for a couple more rounds. But DarkSided, I guess, some early control of outers, getting some picks out. Sink and Badger, taking as much out of control as possible, getting some early smokes, cover off their crosses. Urcast will actually be the person contesting them in Hut, or sorry, I guess Annex.
Did someone else on Grayhound just break a window elsewhere on the map? I'm just trying to figure out if they synced it up with Grat breaking one as well. So I've seen people do that before with like breaking the radio room window on T-side, syncing up a window upstairs so it doesn't sound like you're through the window downstairs.
Okay.
That's what I'm curious about, but I can't imagine why the CTs need to mask it. They were breaking a window. So maybe it's just, hey. Who knows? Moe in the meantime going to get tagged down a bit, but Urcast there for the refrag on Texter, and that is a particularly dangerous player removed from the DarkSided roster, at least for this round. 4 of them left to go though.
So plenty of work to do. Prackham actually going to be finding Dick Stacey now. We're left in a 3 versus 5 here.
Did you count them up?
I had to count them up for a second there.
Pro tip, if no one's dead, there's 5.
I know. It's a good start. Flick's taking out Urcast, Grat taking out Flick's in response. Sink actually going to be trading that back as well, so now we're left in a 2v3. Badger actually going to be taking out Prackham, evening up the scorelines now.
Goodness gracious me, this is a bit of a not like this entire round.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's a 5v2 into a 2-on-2. Admittedly, Sink is super low, and Moe could actually end him with that grenade if he can bank it the right way, but there's so much utility.
Yeah, Moe's also got the AWP though. I mean, it's basically a one-shot wonder. If he misses that shot...
I want to just lob a grenade, to be honest.
Yeah, basically, that'll finish it.
Everyone. Find Sink. He's in the back corner though. It's a very specific grenade to be throwing.
Yeah.
Instead, Moe's just going to have to try and clear it out. They're running low on time, but now they know exactly where Sink is playing from. There is no time at all. The wallbang could come in and burn. He's got no time to jump on that. He's going to run eventually. There
yeah, he's going to foon his way out of there.
Yeah, close enough. Smoke on the ground there. Grab the smoke. My man. Not going to be able to grab the AWP, but save what you can.
But save the M4. It's enough to do.
I assume that is a Grayhound pause to be like, well, this is going well.
It's a good start.
This is a good one.
Definitely.
You know what else is going well?
What's that?
The fact that all the food's here.
I know. As soon as I saw it come up.
Oh boy. So the pause will come in for Grayhound right now. They don't really have the money to force behind this M4 that Burn saved. Prackham could, but the rest of the team no. So I can only assume it'll be a pistol round to go along with that M4. Try and get it to do some damage. DarkSided should be spending up very, very soon too. I mean, look at Sync. $14,200.
Obviously, that's going to go away pretty quick because they will buy up, but...
He doesn't need to buy for anyone else, though.
Yeah, it's absolutely true.
He can just invest for himself and then save the rest of his money to buy for a teammate in future rounds where they actually might need it.
That'd be interesting. Oh, we are seeing some technical issues in here, so...
Cool.
There's that.
That's a good time.
That's a good time at all.
I mean, we've only seen 5 rounds. It's not really too much to extrapolate and be like, oh, DarkSided looking good, DarkSided looking bad, immunity, Grayhounds.
Yeah.
Grayhound. Not immune anymore.
If anything, if that last game is anything to go off, though, we will see, I think, a much stronger DarkSided side come. That is incredibly hard to say. DarkSided side.
This is the problem I was struggling with like 4 hours ago. You can watch Bad Juice and Tricks. Oh, he dropped it. You see that one?
Yep.
Yeah. We all saw it, Badge, and we've called it out. So you are welcome. Oh. Hey, guys. That's the DarkSided side right there.
The DarkSided side.
Production decided we couldn't say it, so they decided to show us. It's them.
I don't know how well DarkSide would go if they had, like, you know, like their PR.
Hey guys.
Join the dark side. I think that'd probably be some copywriting on that.
Join the dark side. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh my goodness! Don't stare into my soul like that. Goodness gracious me, Sync.
Do it again. He likes it.
Oh, hello. Yep, that's DarkSided.
And here comes Nick.
Hey Nick.
Hey Nick.
We really have nothing at this point, don't we?
At this point, well, there's not really much to go off. Like,
exactly.
I mean, in all honesty,
so
these guys don't. We haven't seen enough out of this game so far to really extrapolate anything. It's just
doing it right there, Eric. I suppose the other thing to consider is these guys are on their 5th map straight, the Grayhound guys.
Yeah.
Whereas DarkSided have had some time to rest. They watched Grayhound's earlier best of 3.
Yeah.
And they've had, you know, first game was at 9, this one started at 2:30. So, you know, they've had a couple hours off. Whereas Grayhound have been playing straight since they started their first game through to now. So they're on their 5th pretty much straight map. We had that like that half-hour break or whatever it was.
Yeah. And
that's pretty much it. Grayhound have just been going straight through. So the endurance thing could also be a factor. And the fact that they've now lost in 4 maps so far of 5, they've lost their best map twice.
Yeah, 100%. And it could be a sort of a thing of, you know, we spoke about DarkSided before with, was it AEM that they went down to Tainted Minds after such a long overtime?
Yes, my book's shut, so I can't really check, but yes.
They just couldn't quite close after all those games played and after so many rounds throughout those days.
What?
More screaming behind us.
That wasn't even a scream, that was just a sound.
I don't even know what it was.
Yeah, no, they got the first win, 25-23, lost the second 19-17, then 16-6 on Inferno. They were just...
Yeah, just the legs started to go. And I think that's possibly where we're seeing the Grayhound boys actually kind of go. They're just... I
don't know, though, because they're not a team that's as new to these long competitions as DarkSided are.
But at the same time, 5 games straight is...
It's a fair few.
It's a fair lot. I mean, that's... For all intents and purposes, that is, you know, you could probably round it off to just over 4 hours worth of gameplay.
Yeah. Well, 5, really, by the time we get there. Like, the usual estimate is roughly a map an hour, give or take.
Roughly, yeah.
Because... maybe overtime, maybe short game gaps between maps, whatever. But
I guess especially with how long the Chiefs and Grayhound games were, because they were so close. They were like one was a 30-round game, and the one was near enough to it.
16-12, right?
Yeah, something like that. It's 28 rounds. So at the end of the day, these guys are probably tired, and they're taking a break for a moment. You know, even though it's tech issues at the moment. Probably not the worst thing for them. Just kind of readjust, take your eyes away from the screen for a moment, and it's like we've seen them have to go outside, you know, a few times in between games as well to kind of adjust.
Fresh air. It's a good time. It's a good time.
It is a good time.
Fresh air.
It is a good time.
We've got to be here, having a good time.
That's it.
That's fun. Doing good. So I mean, really, we have nothing at this point. But
at this point, not really.
It's early days yet. I mean, this could be. This could be the pause that allows, I guess, Grayhound to like have a sector, breathe, have a sector, like, all right, guys, you know, we've lost the first couple rounds. That's okay. We can get back into this one. They just really, their whole issue is they need to get their whole team on a bye. They've just had one rifle, one rifle, one rifle, one rifle.
Yeah.
Not a full buy really for a while. They're still recovering from that eco.
Definitely. Stabilizing their economy is going to be absolute key for them moving forward in this game. Only one round won so far. If they can get up to, if they can snag this one in any sort of fashion, which I don't reckon is really all that possible with the way the DarkSided has been playing, but, into the next buy round, if they can just secure that, they'll put themselves in a better position. Because at the moment, their economy is definitely up and down.
Hasn't really recovered as of yet, but once they get that happening, that's like the most important key to playing CT side on any map, is just getting your economy rolling and keeping it that way.
That's why you see, I guess, so many players, that they'll hang on to guns for as long as they possibly can.
Yeah, and go for like the bonus round setup.
Yeah, I mean, obviously,
oh
wow, that's interesting. Oh, the great shot onto Texter. Badger going to be responding actually back. I'm seeing a bit starting to heat up a little bit.
This could work for Prackham. He's found one. The other player is low, and he's grabbed an AK as well, but can't quite do it against Sync. Here comes Zerkas, though. Almost reloads in the face of danger, but it's Badge in a 1 versus 2. Bomb is down. Now Badge has been given.
Very clean setup by DarkSided. Oh, cleaning up Badger as well at the end there. This is possible now.
It is,
but it needs to happen now.
Exactly. They do have 2 kits, and they've got a bunch of Molotovs. They've got smokes. They've got flashes. They've got everything they need to make this work. But they're just not going up. If they throw a Molotov into the edge of hut there, they would have been so fine.
Very clean setup.
As they get this bomb, they can't be waiting like that. And
the end there. This is
at least a consolation frag on a Texter, but
it is.
That's the problem. They didn't decide to go for it. Mo was out of there well before. Kids, and they've got a bunch of Molotovs, they've got smokes, they've got flashes. They don't really have the money to just be make this work. But look at that. They don't really have the money to be tossing away guns, throwing Molotov into the edge of hut there.
I think there was some of
it would have been so fine.
Very clean setup.
As they get this bomb, they can't be waiting like that.
They'll probably be able to win that gunfight.
At least a consolation frag on a Texter, but
that's
the problem. They didn't decide to go for it. Mo was out of there well before. Kids, and they've got a bunch of Molotovs, they've got smokes, they've got flashes. They don't really have the money to make this work. But look at that. They don't really have the money to be tossing away guns, throwing Molotov into the edge of
Grayhound
there.
still able to line.
So fine.
Very clean setup.
As they get this bomb, they can't be waiting like that.
They'll probably be able to win that gunfight.
Sort of thing that was easy consolation frag on a Texter while jumping. That's the problem. They didn't decide to go for it. Mo was out of there well before. Kids, and they've got a bunch of Molotov and smokes, they've got flashes. Oh, on you.
Yeah, pretty much. Sink. And the boys on DarkSided are going to be taking out his control quite convincingly now, smoking off as much as they possibly can. So we've got Garage smoking off sort of that backside near CT.
There's a molly down to the secret there as well. Just to try and deter anyone from staying there. So it's a... Wow. That was close.
Badger, you're playing a little bit dangerous there. Staying around on that boost for as long as he did. But Moe not able to connect the shot, so no players traded out just yet. Sync will make his way. He will be joined up by Texter. And Badger probably to follow fairly soon. Badger looking actually to kind of clean up if anyone's around. Still hanging around Garage or the crates. Sync on the other hand. Pushing his way in. Aircast. The only one that's really around that could be a potential threat. Moe holding around, deterring these players. Urquhart's going to find one. Texter, there's still Sync downstairs. Can he find it? No, he can't. Sync's actually going to trade this out.
Ooh,
and upstairs, we're going to see Gratisfaction grab 2, Dick Stacey and Flicks. Has he heard the ladder? Sync? Yes, and he has. And a great 3K by Gratisfaction with that FAMAS that we've seen so much action for over the last couple of hours now.
There's been a lot of FAMAS action going on. Several FAMAS.
Several FAMAS.
A lot more than we usually do, but hey, it's obviously everyone's getting away from that UMP. So,
it's not a FAMAS from us.
God damn it. I was saying God damn it to my headphone, my headset cord getting caught as much as I was to you, but you know.
That's alright. Moe though. He knows his players are going to try and start pushing.
Oh, that was so close. Nearly had that one, but there's the smokes out. Here comes the push. Urquhart needs to hold this one off, and it's a very fast Dick Stacey who just books it straight by him. Nah, mate, it's not fighting you. Got places to be. Trade frag eventually, hopefully, from the CTs, but not quite yet. Instead, it's burn to fall to Dick Stacey. Getting the damage done. And Moe has to hit a shot or two here to be able to help his teammates out. Grat is up in fence as well. That's a costly miss on the Dick Stacey. Grat will at least grab Texter. This is one trade there, and Flicks is low. But with a minute left, they're going to need another kill here, these CTs, or else this flank will come in, and it's already on its way. Dick Stacey makes some noise grabbing that gun, and he still manages to grab Grat. But it's a 2-on-2. Bomb moving over towards Secret. There you go. I couldn't see. This map is so bad. The mini-map, I should clarify, not the map itself. But also that.
But also that, okay.
Bomb will be going down on the B site eventually. Sig burn himself in his Molotov. That is good. 30 seconds left. He'll be able to throw that thing down and plant it safely. Gets across with some pre-fire. There's no smokes on the T's. There is 2 flashbangs for them and a grenade, 2 flashbangs for the CTs, and a lot of very, very low health. Brackham just 5 HP. Dick Stacey could shut this whole thing down right now. That's some team damage, I believe, and goes out while blind, but it's still working out. Not quite, though. Sync's going to grab both. Very well played by him in the end to make it 7-2. DarkSided with a confident lead. And the money... There's a force buy coming out from Grayhound, but their money is not great.
No, it definitely isn't. Only seeing the 2 M4s, 1 AWP on Moe. I'm surprised that that AWP hasn't actually gone over to Grat at the moment. He might not be feeling it, so... Yeah,
Moe's obviously a CT side and nuke AWPer. Some teams do have that. They'll have one guy who just does a specific side on a specific map, and then normal AWPer will play all the others.
Moe with a couple of really great picks, taking out Badger and Texter. Dick Stacey always taking out Urquhart, who was playing that close position on outers, but Moe, a good close angle here, good sharp angle rather. Not really a close angle, is it? It's quite long distance.
Narrow angle, I guess.
Narrow angle, that's probably what I meant to say.
That's right, I forgive you.
But
just this once.
Okay.
Again.
Oh, Sync, you're playing with fire there, buddy.
That's a heck of an angle to fight for Sync. Heck of a one to pre-fire as well. Prack him up on top of the hut. Does have a buddy with him with an M4. I believe it's Grat. Dick Stacey's these headshots. Can't quite find it. We'll grab one at least, but doesn't know the 2 players up there, and Prack will grab himself a quick trade kill. Going up high, looking for a better gun and an escape route, but Sync will deny him both. And Flicks and Sync both on this upper bomb site, putting that bomb down. Burn, depending on his timing here, might be alright if he can get through before they check it. But now the time has passed, he's still going to find that kill. And last player's up on top, and Burn almost finds both. It's 7 HP left on Sync, and Moe has to try and find him. Love to see Moe go for a rando wallbang there and just win it, but instead, he's going to miss the shot. Sync wins it somehow. It's 8 rounds for DarkSided.
You could hear the frustration behind us. Moe not happy that he missed that shot, and you can see it on the camera.
I feel like that was nice, but...
I thought I could hear Moe in the background.
Maybe you could. I'm going to tell you what you can and can't hear.
In any case here, got to be frustrated that Grayhound still only on the 2 rounds. DarkSided 8. Going into the 11th, DarkSided will be to further extend their commanding lead. A little bit of damage done so far. Flicks down to 3 HP. Grat down to 60 on the other side. See what these 5.7s can do. Obviously, they're a deadly weapon at close range and even tapping away at medium range. So, dangerous, dangerous stuff for these guys. These T's need to be careful, especially as they're close. Trying to check these close angles. Bit of damage going back and forth. Grat just contesting the players from heaven. Text going to be finding Moe. Crack going to be finally going down to Dick Stacey.
Nurcast
will find himself. He's going to find a nice section on Dexter, but he's not going to find the follow-up. Sink will trade it out.
Leaves it all in the hands of Burn.
The Burn, not today though.
What were you starting to say, sorry?
The Deagle Master, but not today.
Well, I would argue not in that round. He's shown some pretty fancy deagling today.
Indeed he has. Indeed he has. Some of the some ridiculous running deags and stuff like that.
It's sync up on top this time for DarkSided. He's sitting at 15 and 5, casual KD of 3. Gotta love it. I mean, Texas so far is winning. He had a KD of 12 at one point last map, but gotta do what you gotta do. And that is a lot of grenades that Badge just manages to shrug off. They barely do 50 damage, and in through the smokes go the CTs into the blender. Flicks might actually get caught out trying to grab a pistol. No, he won't. That's all on Moe. He's somehow still on his bomb side and looking for one kill at least. Surely not. Dick Stacey survives on 1 HP.
How does he get away
Needed
from that?
one bullet to finish him and just couldn't land it. That's rough. Sink moves up to 17. Dick Stacey's on 14 right behind him. And on the side of Greyhounds, it's Prackham on 10.
Flick's only got 2 kills so far. It's just, he's just not finding anything.
He's 2 and 8. That's the thing. It's like, he's dying a lot of the time, but his teammates picking up the mess, so.
Doesn't really matter in the end.
Yeah, exactly. Badge going to flush himself into long and flush himself out of long equally. He's already there. Prackham only gets the 1 before being traded out. That's the problem. I mean, a lot of the kills that Grayhound are getting are damage control. Because once the bomb site's already been taken, it's attempted retakes. It's just trying to... They need to be getting kills unanswered. Wow, Flicks. On that HP. They need to be getting kills while DarkSided are pushing, not after they push and they've already lost 2 people. At that point, it's consolation frags.
Absolutely. You can see here the excitement coming out of the DarkSided boys. They're feeling confident. They're feeling good after their last match, destroying Grayhound Gaming on their own map. And now they're doing it once again on Nuke. 11 rounds to 2, 14th round, so only 2 rounds remaining in this half before they switch over to the CT side. And the pressure will be back onto them in some sort of way, but at the moment, we're not feeling all the pressure all that much. 9 rounds ahead.
There's Grat popping the skylight again for no apparent reason, for a reason, but I still haven't been able to determine.
It's one of those things, you know, just like...
Just do it. It's a nervous tick.
Yeah, you have to do it, otherwise you don't play well.
There's probably also a legitimate reason for it that I'm just too tired to figure out right now. But either way, the kills are coming in this time. This anti-eco is not going to plan for Grayhound Gaming. Eco is not going to plan for Grayhound Gaming. Urquhart has been good getting at least 1, and now he's on that match on AK, but I feel like the aim punch will be too much. He does get 1, drop the bomb, but it's all on Moe. He's behind him, actually. Depending on his movement here and depending on his timing, he could make this work. Somehow I doubt he's going to get too much out of it. Still waiting for his time to do the jump. He can hear some footsteps down on the bomb site. I know that because I can hear some footsteps down on the bomb site, but now he's made noise. Now Flicks knows exactly where he knows he doesn't.
Great shot by him out there, even at close range. Still a good shot. Gonna grab that AK. Force his way to try and... there's no point in saving now. Try and grab as much as he can.
Well, to be fair, it's not the last round, so maybe there's a point in saving. But if they'll have the money anyway after this round, then no, absolutely go for it. And now he's still alive there, just looking for these wall bangs, but the positions from the tees, yeah, you can tell Moe doesn't even know what he's looking for at this point. It's not working for him. Actually, that was nice. He fakes opening the door and bailing, and then pinches off Badge. So at least he gets that much done, but it's a win for Dick Stacey, it's a win for DarkSided, and it's 12 rounds to 2.
4 rounds left. 1 round in this half. This will be the final one. But just think of this. 4 rounds and Grayhound go home.
Which is ridiculous. I would never have suspected in this matchup that this was going to be... We suspected a 2-1 was possible.
Yeah.
Thought it was going to be DarkSided, Greyhounds, then not sure, winning maps in that order. Instead we had Greyhounds, DarkSided, and now DarkSided by the looks of things. But I didn't think it was going to go this way. That said, DarkSided has stepped up and proved me wrong. There's Moe down in vents, going straight through with the AWP. I hope at least they get enough rounds on the T side to see him pull out the Mag 7, because I love me some Moe on the Mag 7. Now he's looking to do his best Kenny S impression, but he's going to get traded instantly by Sync. Dick Stacey will go down after getting 1, but it's a 3-on-3. Urquhart in a very committed spot in this lower bomb site. If they don't come toxic, if they drop on him, he's going to be in a fair bit of trouble. And he's going to go down either way to Sync. 2-on-3 then.
no burn and Prackham. Being the last round of the half, there's no point in saving or doing anything.
Go for it.
Half-assed, you got to just go for it and burn him.
Whole ass.
Oh, Flicks is going to take him down. It's all on Prackham to try and give a glimmer of hope for Grayhound Gaming. As you can see, he's going into the depths of hell now. The fires are burning. Can he find anything?
2 players low. This is doable for Prackham. He's got a single flashbang, and they have much utility to use against him, and he's going to get instantly one-tapped by Sync, and that's going to be 13-2 the half for DarkSided over Grayhound Gaming. I know it's a team of mines for some reason, but my lord, what a ridiculous half this has been. I don't even understand how this has happened, to be honest with you.
No, this is just, it just shouldn't happen this way, like, at all. What's happened so far? I'm seeing we have some technical issues, maybe.
Oh yes, Nick's out.
Yep. We just saw a bunch of players drop from the server, but we'll try and get that organised for you guys as quick as possible to get this game back up and running. Seeing just on your screens there, we can see
Faithful
Grayhound
admin in the back and Grayhound.
Yeah, faithful admin Nick, but Grayhound, they're going to be frustrated with that performance there. DarkSided on the other side though. They're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves at the moment. They're quite a few rounds up. 13-2 is the scoreline and going into this second half. The decider whether Grayhound goes home or we see the comeback. And
Sync.
Sync, look at you.
I know that you know what you're doing. we both know this. And you know what? I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it.
I'm okay with this too.
Is there a... No, there shouldn't be a screen anywhere that he can see.
I don't think so.
So, hold on, here's the thing. In theory, unless he's like looked over his shoulder and seen the projector, I like to think that he doesn't know when he's on stream. And so he just does that every so often to the camera, just in the hope, whenever it's in pauses, just in the hope that they're on camera.
Yeah, pretty much.
Realistically, I'm sure he can see which team is on screen out of the corner of his eye, but... Meh. I just like to think that he's just there making eyebrows all the time.
At you?
Well, not at me, just at the camera in general. It's funnier that way. But that is a stressed-looking Grayhound.
They are.
Their cast.
Which is so different compared to the calm and collected, sort of very cool-headed team that we saw before.
There's a lot of hands on faces there. Heads and hands for Moe at the end.
Yeah. Moe's got to be frustrated. He had to go for that clutch sort of on the just a couple of rounds ago. Just couldn't quite get it. He got the exiting frag, but wasn't able to get the second or the defuse. So frustrating stuff for them. Not able to really catch a break in this map. And
they're an emotional team, the Grayhound guys. In the way that the way they take things, I guess, how they respond. They're a team that gets really emotionally involved in the map. You can see it there. They've gone from, yeah, whatever, we can bring this back, to Moe's got his head in his hands.
Yeah.
They're not happy with the way this is going, and it's going to show. So
100%.
We're getting back into this now, though. It's 13 rounds for DarkSided. If they can take this pistol round, it's done. Burn is going to be on that Raid Boss Tech 9. Nice shooting from the DarkSided, guys. This is looking like it could be all done. It's just Prackham and Moe left to try and stop this one from going away. If they can't bring this back at this point, it's 2 anti-ecos. It's not even a gun round that they need. It's literally just 2 anti-ecos for the CTs, and DarkSided have done it 16-2.
100%. And look at where the bomb has dropped. Is right in the middle of where those CT players are. They can all consolidate their positioning right to there and just hold it. They don't need to move.
How does it fall that far away? That is so...
It's cruel.
So rough. It is cruel. Moe is left in a 1-on-5 with no hope of getting bombed without at least 3 kills. Badge has been boosted up. Moe's giving himself away now, but... honestly, where else is he going to be? He's got to get that bomb. And they're just going to be waiting for him.
Let's do 55 seconds left on the clock. Can he do even something to claw his team back? Unleash the dogs once again. He's going to be engaging now. Trading blows with Dick Stacey, but Flicks is just going to shut him down at 14 rounds. The DarkSided now. One round away from match point. And 2 from kicking these boys out.
Let's see what sort of hyper aggro buy they go for. 2 M4s. Won't be a third because Badge can't afford... Interesting Badge. Goes for a scout. I was going to say it won't be a third because Badge can't afford one, but I wouldn't be surprised to see it at all. And on the T side, it's the pistols, it's the armor. That's all that remains to keep Grayhound in this. They've got to try and get themselves many pistol frags. We've spoken at length about the Tech 9 and how it can be good or bad, but this is a whole new thing. This is vital that it works out.
Yeah. I'm hoping the RNG gods are with Grayhound Gaming, and they can
RNG
get some headshots. Yeah, RNG, just pray for him. Urcast, he might be able to catch some players up close here. He's only a long-range duel. Take 9 fuel injector, not really doing all that much for him at the moment.
But, not injecting any fuel in the Grayhound engine.
No, it's not injecting much confidence into me at the moment as far as the Grayhound boys go. So, DarkSided. These M4s are going to be working to devastating effect to unhelmeted Greyhounds.
3 of them have helmets, but still. With the pistols, the range advantage is thoroughly with those M4s. And armor or no armor, they're still going to be able to hit you a lot more times than you can hit them.
100%.
This is a nice angle for snipers as well. I like it. Just gives you a little bit more cover because you're shooting through that clip. Whatever it is, buckle thing. Nice shot, Burn. This is a heck of a round for him to step up with his deagle. If he was ever going to do it, now is the time. Cinco tapping over down the floor, looking for these frags. Will find himself 1 and a second. Playing well. Now it's a 2-on-4 to stall off map point. Make that 1. It's all on Burn. He's been good with the deagle, but an ace might be beyond him, I think. Should have spotted the vent drop there, maybe not, but he's going to get eliminated by Sync. It's 15-2. DarkSided 1 round away from sending Greyhounds home.
Indeed they are, and look at the economy on Greyhound. They've been absolutely crushed money-wise. They're going to basically have the same sort of buy as they had from the last round. Not really much they can do. Those M4s really coming into their own, holding that A upper bomb site. So I wouldn't actually be all too surprised if we saw something a little bit more aggressive out of Greyhound to try and bully their way onto something, but it could be a bit risky.
I think the most important thing for DarkSided right now is don't do that. I don't mean that grenade specifically, but don't get antsy because you're at 15-2. Don't get aggressive. Don't like panic.
Yeah.
Just sit there, play your game, play the game you'd beat them with the rest of this half. And then you'll be able to close this out, get this done. Book yourself a seat in tomorrow's first best of 3 to try and get into the finals alongside whoever makes it out of Chiefs and Tainted. Oof, goodness, that was close.
Yeah, coming very close. Just on the other side of the wall. Sync is also there as well to try and contest some of these outest players, but Cast has made his way into secret. Actually, he's going to pop himself back up and see what he's doing. Sync taking out Pracker. Sync taking out Urcast as well. Doing some absolute work on this map. Granite's faction doing what he
all
can.
All on Grat.
Playing up and Scratch left now. And we see that DarkSided have claimed this, and Greyhound Gaming rather, have been eliminated from this series.
Greyhound are going home. And look at him, man. I can't expect him to be happy about it, really. No. But after all